The first year was a great success, and what we needed to do was do something new, because otherwise it would be old news.
We wanted to make sure that that personalisation and that innovation could be delivered at scale.
We had to try and make it happen, and it wasn't easy, and there were lots of challenges along the way, and I think it was the world's first ever personalised ad campaign.
So Share a Coke is obviously a fantastic Coca-Cola campaign, originally created in Australia. Took the world by storm even when it was launched in Australia, so there was a natural ambition and excitement in bringing the campaign to Europe and to Great Britain, which is where I managed it. I think from the off we knew that it was going to be an exciting campaign, and it was going to grab people's attention, both from a PR point of view, from a social point of view, but really just kind of people wanting those bottles and to put those bottles off the shelf, and that's definitely what we saw. And I think the thing that I love about Share a Coke as a campaign in itself is it takes our product, it takes our bottle and our drink, and it makes it really personal.
In the first year of Share a Coke, we had 100 names. One of the big kind of bits of feedback that we had from people on social was that actually, if your name wasn't particularly common, then you couldn't find it. So in year two, we increased the number of names from 100 to 1,000, and that covered about 81% of the population. So good coverage, but still, if you had an unusual name, then you couldn't get your name on a bottle.
The brief to our agencies and to ourselves was to really challenge ourselves on how we can make Share a Coke 2 bigger, better, and reach more people and engage more people. So we wanted Share a Coke to be something for everybody. And also be something that lives out of store as well as in store. So something that can excite someone more than just walking into store and seeing their name, and how we can deliver that surprise, that excitement in other areas and other kind of channels.
The Share a Coke campaign obviously had very big television executions and lived through other media. But it's very interesting to see a creative idea expressed through a media plan, and which is what happened here.
MediaCom said to us that they were looking to bring back the Share a Coke campaign for the second year. Obviously a hugely iconic campaign first time round, and quite a hard one to better, I guess, in the second year. They had a great idea of serving genuinely personalised ads to people's computers. Easier said than done, but we thought we might be able to crack it because we knew in the background we had this incredible burgeoning set of data we were creating. We have over 12 million registered users. Half of all 16 to 24-year-olds are now signed up to Channel 4 registered database to watch all four. We only asked for 5 things. We asked for gender, we asked for age, postcode, email, and also, most importantly for this Coke campaign, name. And from that we can build up these incredible networks and maps of our viewing behaviour.
Effectively, it was idents on 4AD before the programmes that consumers were choosing to watch. So they would log into their 4AD account, they would choose their programme, and in the same way that an advert would normally play before that TV advert, they would see Channel 4 ident. When that turned around and when it was revealed that it was their name, it added that moment of magic for them before their programme started. And we saw that from social media reactions, from 4AD viewers screen grabbing that moment and actually posting that on their social media feeds and talking about how excited they were and how amazing that was that they'd been able to see it.
We actually delivered 4 million personalised ads. Softer metrics, we saw uplift in ad recall, which was about 71%, and we also saw purchasing intent, which is obviously a really key metric, increase by 24%.
I think it was such a successful campaign for many reasons. I think primarily the planets just aligned. You had such an iconic brand and then such an iconic campaign with Share a Coke, trying to find what they're going to do for the second year. You had Channel 4 about to launch the world's first personalised data offering, and this helped almost galvanise that whole project.
So I think the big thing to learn from this campaign is using data is really important, but using it in the right way and selecting the right data, because there's so much data there that isn't actually that useful and you can get a bit bogged down in. And the other thing is just keep it simple and running a campaign that doesn't involve the user to do anything too complicated is a key to success, really.
The data that was used was first-party data, volunteered first-party data. So when people found that their 4OD campaign actually had their name on it, they knew it's because they had actually shared their name. They wanted to be contacted personally, and that makes all the difference.
The 4AD partnership enabled us to deliver that moment to the right consumer with the right name at the right time and in the right place. So it enabled us to deliver that surprise and delight moment and that moment of excitement about seeing their name on a Coca-Cola bottle without them having to go in store and search. And that excitement really reinvigorated their feelings around Share a Coke, their experience of Share a Coke, and gave them a personal experience that they may not have been able to have in store if they weren't one of the 1,000 names.